Solve by completing the square. X squared minus 4x equals 6. To complete the square, we want the variable terms on one side and the constant term on the other side, which we do have. We then want to add the square of half of the coefficient of the x term to both sides. Let's find that value. The coefficient of our x term is -4. So we want -4 over 2 all squared, which is -2 squared, or 4. So let's add 4 to both sides of this equation. We have x squared minus 4x plus 4 is equal to 6 plus 4. We now have a perfect square trinomial on the left side of the equation, which we can write as a binomial squared. We have x minus 2 squared, and that is equal to 6 plus 4, which is 10. Now we can use the square root property to solve, since we have a square on one side of our equation. By the square root property, x minus 2 equals the square root of 10, or x minus 2 equals negative the square root of 10. Solving both of these equations, we have x equals 2 plus the square root of 10, or x equals 2 minus the square root of 10. If we substitute both of these values of x into the original equation, we find that both solutions are valid. They do check and result in a true statement. And so our solution set is the set containing 2 minus the square root of 10 and 2 plus the square root of 10. Note that we could also write this as 2 plus or minus the square root of 10. Note that we could also write this as the set containing 2 plus or minus the square root of 10.